Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by to the channel. In today's video we have a really cool budget piece from Casio. It's very sleek and slim, yet it looks great. It's a Casio Edifice, and when I saw this on Amazon for $40, I had to purchase it right away. It was a special deal. I already did an unboxing of it and shared my first impressions, so I've been able to spend some time with it. And so in today's video we're going to do a full review and see if it's a $40 well spent. Let's jump right in. Well, here it is underneath the lights, looking good. Let's jump in right away to the specs and features of this particular watch from Casio. You can see the model number there. I'm not going to go through and say all of it. The movement is Casio's 5507 quartz movement. The crystal here is a mineral crystal. Case material is stainless steel. Case diameter is about 41 millimeters. Case thickness is a slim 10.5 millimeters. The lug-to-lug distance is 47 millimeters, and that is the true distance because the bracelet, as you can see, articulates straight down from those lugs, so that is nice. The lug width, as I measured it, is an odd 21 millimeters. The band material is stainless steel as well. Water resistance is 100 meters, and it's a fairly light watch at 128 grams. Talking about the design and durability, I still think this is a pretty gorgeous watch for the money. It's very legible. I like the colorway with the yellow and black and the white. I think it all goes together pretty well. The case is sleek and slim, obviously being only 10.5 millimeters. That's a nice feature. It wears really nicely on the wrist because of that. Has some angular lines to it with the lugs. You can see looks like they just jut right down there. And you get some polished surfaces on the sides of the case. You get some brushing on the tops of the lugs, and overall the case shape is pretty cool. You get this jutting out portion on the left side, which kind of mirrors the crown guards on the other side and the crown. Now there's no screw down case back here. There is some etching on the case, as you can tell, but it is just a simple pop off case back, but you still get 100 meters of water resistance here. The crown is a non-screw down crown. It is signed there with the Edifice logo. It is protected by crown guards, and to me I feel like it's a little bit small, a little bit hard to operate, especially with the bezel, you know, kind of overlapping the case a little bit there with these notches. I did find that, I don't know, it was a little bit hard to use. I think it could have been a little bit bigger. The bezel is pretty cool. It's got some sort of black coating on it. Apologize for the fingerprints here. It has some sort of black coating. Not sure though if it's a metal bezel or some sort of plastic. I could not find any information about that, but it works pretty good. If you can hear that. And I think the bezel looks pretty good and goes really well with this watch. The dial is probably my favorite part. This is a really legible dial. It's plain, it's simple. You only get the Edifice logo and Edifice and Casio there. Water resistance 100 meters as far as the writing goes, and down below and really small printing you get the Japan movement. But just a really legible dial. Look at how large these indices are. Sure, as we'll see, they're not loomed or anything like that, but they are large. So if it's nice and bright out, you're going to be able to read this watch no problem. The hour and minute hand are also large, and look at the date window. Very clear, very legible, very large, as opposed to some Citizen watches that I've had where the date window, sometimes you can hardly see it. So Casio did a good job here, and just like kind of the matte finish to the dial as well. Even the indices have some multi-faceted angles to them, and even can give you a glimmer and shine as you turn it in the light. The yellow is nice on the second hand as well, plays with the other yellow that is on this watch, and yeah, the dial is pretty good. Speaking of lume, let's check the lume, and I will tell you right off the bat, it's a little underwhelming, but let's look at it. All right, there it is. I charged it up a little bit now. Obviously, it's not pitch black dark, but you can see the indices, or I'm sorry, the hands glowing there. There is no lume on the indices, or even these little outer portions. I thought that was my pointer there, but that's not my pointer. My pointer's right here. I thought these little outer indices might have been lumed. Unfortunately, they're not. So you can see it's just on the hour and minute hand. All right, well, let's talk about the bracelet as we close down this review. Obviously, being a budget watch, they had to cut costs somewhere, and a lot of times it goes into the bracelet, and in this case, you can definitely see that that's what Casio did. These are just hollow links all the way from the end links to each and every link. They're all hollow. You can tell it just by picking it up, and you get just a pressed clasp here, and you get these split pins holding in the links. As far as the buckle part goes with the pushers, works well. You do get some branding here, Edifice and the logo, and some micro adjust there as well. But the bracelet is not something to write home about, but you can get by with it if you want, or you can change it out with a multitude of straps. That's the wonderful thing about watches, is generally straps are interchangeable, and you can change them anytime you want. Let's talk about the price of this watch. As I've already said, I got this at a great deal, $40. I don't think you can find it right now for that. Normally I think they go for around $60 to $70, which still I think is a pretty good price. I'm going to leave some links below to Amazon. They are affiliate links, so if you use them, they will help out the channel. I'll leave a link to this particular model, and then also some other colorways that they have of this watch if you're interested in that. Let me jump back in front of the camera, and I'll share my final thoughts. Well, honestly, I don't think it gets much better than this. If you're looking for a great everyday budget quartz watch, I don't think you have to look much farther than this Casio Edifice. I mean, it has the Casio name, so you know it's quality, even though it's a budget piece. I think this watch is gorgeous looking for the price point. It's very legible with those large indices. You get 100 meters of water resistance. Also, again, that large date window, very legible, and it's really a beautiful colorway with this black and white and yellow going on. It's a nice piece to look at. So if you're in the market, please check these out. I'll leave some links below, as I already mentioned. They have some different colorways. Now, unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be able to find it for the $40 that I got it at least right now. Perhaps another deal will come along, but still, at around $60 to $70, these seem like a good choice. You guys let me know what you think about this Casio Edifice that we looked at for review today. Love to hear your thoughts about it. Perhaps you've owned one, have your own experience. Let me know about it down below, or just let me know what you like and don't like about this watch. I'd love to communicate with you down there below. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you next time.